Hey guys, Keldamuzik here on Diva Talk tonight. I have another handsome guest on the show. It just doesn't stop, right? Okay, he's the president of the Real Estate Running Club, and he's from the Bay Area. Everyone, please welcome Hassan Moore.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey,
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, looking sharp, brother.
Thank you. I try.
All right, you don't have to try that hard, you know. Man, I just want to say that we actually go way back. You produced my very first film. I just want to touch on that.
I did,
And you
yeah.
did such a great job.
Thank you. Yeah, it's I see a lot of success happening for it.
Yes, yeah.
Doing the festival run.
Yes.
It was a great project. It was great working with you.
Yes, thank you. And now I see you moved on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
So tell us, how did you get into the real estate industry? Because I know that's a very, very competitive industry.
Yeah, it is. It was kind of predetermined for me. I come from a real estate family. My mom was a real estate agent when I was born. My mom, who's out in the audience somewhere. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. And my dad's been a broker for 30 plus years.
Wow.
So yeah, I've done a lot of different things, and I worked in film, as you know, and I still work in film. But yeah, it was something that I always knew I wanted to do, and I had a great opportunity to get started a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So what made you get started? What made you, move over to this area?
Yeah, so some of my really great friends were going into real estate at the time, and I went to Merritt College. I went there I didn't know where I was going to go with it. I knew I wanted to do something in the industry. Real estate's a huge, it's incredible the number of things you can do in real estate. And when I was there, I had an opportunity to be a part of the Real Estate Forum. I actually served as vice president for that. And while I was there, I came across this interesting thing of that both people who were going to become agents and people who were just interested in real estate didn't know like basics, like the very, very basics, like how do I get a house? Like what happens? Very, very simple questions. And we started seeing more and more of the public coming and asking questions, and that was a great thing. And it kind of inspired me to want to take kind of education as like my focus within real estate. And it's funny because education was technically my first job.
Wow, because you're a really good talker. You know how to speak to people, and
So my mom's from Jamaica, and
Jamaica!
I grew up down there. And when I was 7 years old, I was teaching adults to read. Because literacy rate's very low there. So, so I knew that I wanted to do something like that.
That is awesome. And so let me ask you this, with the real estate market, how it fluctuates, and I don't know where we're headed right now with it. Maybe you can tell us, what do you see right now? Is the market going to go up, or is it going to?
So agents try not to speculate. It tends to get us in more hot water than anything. But one thing that we are seeing, and a part of why I wanted to do Real Estate Running Club, was we're seeing more educated buyers. Very simple stuff. People have access to Zillow and Redfin and all these sort of things. They can find out information, and they're making more educated assumptions, and they're being smarter in the market. And in general, smarter buyers make a better economy as a whole. So one thing I am seeing is that, and I think that's a positive thing. And a part of why we went to do Real Estate Running Club is it gives kind of like informal, like occupational knowledge. Like anyone can go on Redfin or Zillow and get data. You can. That's easy. But that's not what it's like to live somewhere. What it's like to live somewhere is parks and restaurants and places to walk your dog and that sort of thing. So that's what Real Estate Running Club is all about.
Okay. Because I was going to ask you, like, what is your specialty? What do you specialize in? Is it just more like, what kind of property? Like, is it just housing, or is it like facilities like this? But you pretty much already said it.
So Real Estate Running Club is designed to provide value to essentially 3 different groups. The first group is just buyers who want to move to an area.
There you go.
You get an informal chance to see the place, get to know people, talk to agents in an informal way.
Get out the hood and go somewhere,
A lot of people feel pressure about talking to an agent, because in a way, all agents, and more than in a way, are salespeople, and it's hard to sit yourself down with a salesperson. I understand that. So that's why we wanted a very informal, fun way to do it. I mean, we're out, we're having a great time, it's sunny, it's about fitness, there's no pressure. The second component to that is people who already live in the area. And they want to know more about it. They want to know how much their house is worth. These are simple questions. And this is a way that agents can tell them that, or kind of get it going. And then the third one is agents themselves. Agents, of course, want to prospect. They want to find people that they can work with. And they want an informal way to speak with other agents.
That's right.
And also, everyone's fit. Everyone feels better.
That's right. And you know what?
Endorphins.
I have to say this. This is such a great idea. You've created a monthly mixer, you and your team, And I actually attended that mixer last Friday, and it was very, very educational for me. I got to meet a couple of other real estate agents and got a better insight on exactly what you guys do. But can you tell us about the monthly events that you'll be running?
Sure.
And
Yeah, absolutely. So the mixers were kind of something that we wanted to build on from the very beginning. We wanted to get a few months of the runs out of the way and see what kind of questions people had. And the thing that we saw was that people enjoyed the runs. They enjoyed the information that's provided through our website, but what they wanted was more time to network.
Yes,
so we wanted to do at least a monthly event where anyone who comes to any of our runs, or even if you've never been to our runs, it's a great introduction, could spend more time on the thing that people apparently loved. And people loved the fact that we end somewhere and spend time there. So we wanted something kind of independent of that.
I like it. I like it. I had a great time. And I look forward to going to the next one.
Yeah.
So anyone out here in the Bay, you guys know where to go. Any advice that you would like to give to potential real estate agents or people who just want to get in different areas of the real estate industry?
Yeah. So, like I said, it's very easy to get information, but what you need to do is provide value. And I think that providing value is you have to provide the things that aren't already easily accessible, like not just information, but real occupational knowledge, real advice, and do that in a comfortable setting. So anyone going into the industry, or even anyone looking for a house for themselves, make sure that you're finding value.
Well, what about the homeless? What about us?
What about the homeless, Hassan? What you got? What you got?
That's a good question. That's a good question. So Real Estate Running Club, since the very beginning, we've been working with community organizations, and it's very important to us to have a concept of charity and development, and making sure that especially the agents that come to our runs and that are a part of it know the power and the influence that they have in the community.
Okay.
And homelessness is one of the biggest issues that faces the country, but especially faces the real estate sector. And I think that it really is up to having educated agents and compassionate agents, because this is something that really professionals can solve. And I believe that wholeheartedly.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, that's really good to know.
Yeah.
And hopefully the homeless or whoever is watching this will take note of that. I'm sure being a nonprofit is a big part of real estate.
And what
as well,
about church people? The word says you need to be concerned with the disenfranchised.
Very much so, very much so.
Well, yes, ma'am. You could answer that as well. Go ahead.
It's kind of the same answer.
Okay.
It's the same answer. I think that the majority of the solutions that are out there are going to come from building community, from working together, and from having the kind of understanding that really comes from when you meet people of different groups with different specialties, because these solutions are not going to come from any one industry or any one type of person.
That's right.
So that like especially the mixers, like I know you were there for some of the great ideas that just happened naturally.
Yes. And I
yeah.
won't say any of them. They're secrets.
Yet.
Yes. All right, Hassan. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. Are there any last words you would like to say to the audience? And
Sure.
also drop your website, all that other great stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone wants to know any information about Real Estate Running Club itself or about any of the neighborhoods that we cover, it's realestaterunning.com. If you have any questions, you can always just call me on my cell phone, Hassan Moore, 510-410-5016.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Hassan.
Thank
You
you.
are
I appreciate
awesome.
it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
of
Thank you.
course.
Mother, we love you. Yes.
Go girlfriend, go girlfriend.